Punch?
No. No.
You do its rage, it gets to punch a second time. Wow, I'm doing good.
No.
I'm doing very good.
Thank God for that.
Tutski's invincible.
Like, I think most of my attack rolls have been single-digit rolls.
I think so too.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, we
that's
see,
the Zombie Hulk. It's not nearly as dangerous as I thought it would be. At least I got off one good punch.
I mean, let's be honest. You kill on. If I was level 1, I was dead. So
Yeah.
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 He was almost dead, so I do think it was well leveled.
It was a good punch. It was a good punch.
I would...
The thing is, you weren't counting for the amount of defense we have.
Missed.
Oh.
Wrist, you missed.
Yeah, I missed with my magic missile.
You missed.
No, not magic
He
missile.
missed.
My Eldritch Blast. Magic missile actually doesn't miss. So,
My last attack was too awesome. We got distracted. I'm so.
Oh God,
It's a
Pika,
shame
that's
that it
horrible.
Yes.
That's horrible, Pika.
Oh god damn it, Bri. God damn it, Beaker, it's my job to make the cringy jokes.
Alright,
Oh god.
Barash, it's your turn.
Enrage means more holes in his defense, means more slashing. God damn it, that was a one.
Just leave it to me, kid.
It still hit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing's AC is atrocious.
Oh my god. It has 9 or 10 AC.
Alright, Medrash,
okay,
anything
so-
else you want to do, or are you done?
I don't have anything else that I can do, so
Alright, Nadia, you're up.
then
10.
10. Okay. The giant zombie Hulk falls to its knees. Re-dead.
No. We did it.
If you look,
So
Alright.
now that distraction is out of the way,
I
you know,
just,
you can go back to your investigations.
We can actually try and summon Cthulhu.
let's
Okay.
summon Cthulhu.
oh god, I've just got this image of Madresh looking at Tutski before she finishes raging, just seeing this glowing bits of fire in her eyes, and that freaking those chosen by the pilot theme from FF7 just playing in the background. Do not mess with this girl when she's pissed.
So, I think it's pretty obvious that the summoning circle was to not summoning circle, but the magic circle was to reanimate the zombie Hulk.
But by the way, can I understand from the handwriting of the letters that we found if it is written by
A left
Any
or
te-
right-handed man.
an intelligent person? I guess.
Mm,
Well, you can make a insight check, I guess, maybe.
okay.
Would that be an
Insight.
insight
check.
perception? I mean, there's not a read handwriting skill.
I mean, if you
I
fail, I
know. If I can understand anything from its handwriting.
Make a bureaucracy check.
I was about to say that my idea is that since Cloud and I are the only ones who've seen this journal at the moment, if Cloud can't think of anything, I can just toss the journal over to him and say, "Can you make anything of this?"
I will make an insight check in a few minutes.
In a few minutes, so we're gonna have to wait for the Cloud District.
In a few minutes, exactly.
It's always in a few minutes.
It's not in a few minutes. Just
In
for
a
all.
few minutes.
Do it now.
No, dude.
Okay.
That-
Yes, you
that-
can
that-
tell
that-
it is
By
Uh,
the way, all my inside checks are with advantage.
oh, good.
Oh, good.
Uh,
My insight and what else? Let me see. Um, my insight and my investigation check. So, what do you want me to investigate in this room?
okay. So
Investigate
you
this
know
pile
that
of
yes,
bones.
the handwriting looks like someone is from a somewhat fairly scholarly background. You know, they're clearly familiar with, handling writing utensils. The writing is nice and neat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
So, those crates, do they have something?
Um, you find
In
some,
general, can I investigate this room?
yes.
Okay, let
Well,
me.
you can investigate like a specific section of the room,
Uh,
like room
so
one,
sorry,
bedroom, empty room,
Yeah, room one is what
uh,
I'm
sorry,
saying.
circle, like
sorry.
investigate the bodies.
I forgot I was muted. What happened after the zombie died? Just for context.
Uh,
Oh my god, I rolled
Cloud sat
terribly.
around a bit and then decided to check the handwriting of the journal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
you've determined
in
that
the
the
me-
handwriting is actually fairly neat and orderly, so it's probably a well-educated person.
mhm, okay.
Yeah.
And definitely
Uh,
insane.
Once you finish looking at the journal, I'm gonna pick up the journal while you're investigating the room and take it over to Delith.
All
Okay.
right. For the investigation check, you find some sacks of grain that have been abandoned in the boxes, and another like 15 silver hidden inside the bags of grain.
mhm.
Oh no, we found some silver, guys.
Oh no,
Should,
what are we going to do with all this silver?
It
I
will
have Jesus
become
gold.
it will become a gold one day.
should I roll an investigation myself?
Well, I
Uh,
mean, there are the
Rolling it.
five body, like the bone pictures should be like they represent a body. I didn't want to like actually
Yeah.
draw a body. That was too much work.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. Don't
Yeah.
okay.
worry.
If I use an Arcana check, would it make any difference or no?
Um, Depends on what you're trying to investigate. Like, are you investigating the bodies? Are you investigating?
I will investigate the whole magic circle thingy.
Okay,
The bodies with the magic circle to try and understand what exactly happened.
all right,
Try to pick up any, I don't know.
all right. Go ahead and make your check.
Okay, let's see. Will I be able to roll a decent die? Of course not.
No, no, you were not.
Yeah.
Uh,
Of
Well,
course not. I'm a player now.
exactly. You are a
well,
player and you are with
multiple
Cloud.
bodies were used for this spell. It looks like parts from each of the body were used together. Comparing that to the now fast decaying body of the zombie Hulk, you think that they were the missing pieces from the bodies were used in the zombie Hulk.
Hmm.
Lots of small bodies to make a bigger undead.
I will come and investigate.
At this point is when I turn up and hand Delith the journal that we found in the other room, save and give
All
it.
right, you notice that for the goblin bodies, it looks like there are, other than like fairly precise cuts to remove parts from them, and just being moved around by the magic of the circle, you notice other sword cuts on it. It looks like these goblins died from some swordsman or other. Like
Mm,
whoever killed them used a sword to do it, basically.
or
A-
the most doctor his
It's a
weapon.
pet that uses a sword, so it's not a dog.
I hand
Well,
him.
Hiroshi
Go on.
is bothered by this empty room, so he asks the group to see Daddy or Nadi if they can feel any kind of magic magical energy or something magical happen on this empty room. It's bothering him that, unlike the rest, this room is completely empty.
Can we
What purpose
investigate
could
to
it
see
say?
what that room had?
You
It
can
was the
investigate.
zombie's room.
What I think, what Medrush thinks is that maybe something magical happened here that the owner doesn't want to didn't want to know, so he wants to know if they can feel any kind of magical stuff from there.
You want to make an investigation check?
Yep, let's
Uh,
investigate first.
yeah, I
Mm,
will do one, but it's going to be with a -1. So, wow, it's a decent one.
All right. Uh, on the ground, you do find like uh
Mhm.
kind of remains that indicate like there might have been straw here at some point that might have been used for bedding, but it's gone now. So it probably has seen limited use now and again. But other than that, you see that right now it is just an empty room.
Hmm. So at this matter says, so we can assume that the necromancer and the swordsman are two separate people, not the same.
This journal would lead me to believe so. Yes.
Sorry, out of character, I wasn't here to hear the journal, so
It's in
you
your
can read
handout.
it.
It's in the
no,
handouts.
no, yeah, but I didn't hear what was said there, and
Yeah,
if
you
it
can
was written here,
just open up. Come on,
Nothing was
the
said about the
journal.
journal. Nothing was said about the journal. All it was a Tutski found a journal. It's in your handouts.
Yeah.
Like if you
oh,
want me to edit
okay,
the journal so you can,
oh, okay,
so
okay,
I
okay, no,
add the
no,
detail, it's in good
sorry,
handwriting. I can do that.
no, 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 sorry, I didn't know how countouts work. I'm seeing it wrong. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
Mm, I doubt that I will be able to deduce anything more from the journal.
Mm,
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I
All right, I just edited the journal to include the discovered clue of it. The handwriting is neat, and the writer
mhm.
was well educated.
Hmm.
That way, it doesn't get lost in the shuffle.
right.
Hmm. Yeah, no, no, yeah, it works. Adele, these
This seems to be written by
better.
someone who went to
Mhm.
school.
All of these, Medrash does have one more thing to say. Seeing as how this happened just recently, how far do you think that this guy could be? Seeing the kind of experiments and stuff he does, I would like to try to report to the city regarding the village needing needed at least a minimal amount of guards possible, and inform of this so before so we can immediately move going after them, looking for a way to send a message to the city. We can't let this kind of individual out on the wild free to do his dirty work.
I agree, but at the same time, if there's going to be more of these monstrosities ahead of us, we should call in some backup as well.
I'd say let him make more so we can get XP on that.
Still, the question that mainly me draw that who notes in agreement to what give me a second. Tutski is saying is about for the magicians how much time do you think has passed since this guy was here experimenting,
Well,
having
you
in
do
mind the time
know
of
that
the.
the ritual took place sometime
Mhm.
in the past week.
Yeah, we know it has
Yeah.
been a week because of the attack on the village, but still, if we can reduce it down to more than that, maybe I don't know, magical trail of how old it was it here from the zombie or anything else.
I just glance at Delith for that.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm
Could I
waiting for Delith or Nidhi
could I
to answer
try
it.
and see for how long this zombie was active?
Uh, yeah, you could try something like that. Make an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. And let's hope that this time it won't be completely ass.
Useless.
Oh
It's
no,
ass.
you don't know. Because of previous clues, you know it's sometime in the past week, but you can't narrow it down past that.
Nidia,
Sorry, what? Wait.
can you check? Do you have any way to either support or get more information than what Delia got regarding how old if you can narrow it down to less than a week,
There's also a third option if this in
how much
case.
time this zombie has been?
I've just remembered
Mhm.
there's a third option we can use in case this fails. In case what Cloud's doing fails, could I potentially use survival on the goblin corpses to test to
You
see
could
how old
use
they are?
survival, you could use investigation on the corpses. There are, different tools. Just if you've got something you want to try, just ask me and I'll let you know if I
That's what I'm,
think it'll work.
Isn't it medicine to use and not survival? Like survival is how you surviving.
Yeah, it'd be medicine or investigate for the bodies.
okay.
Anyway, you want me to roll Arcana? What do you want me to roll?
Yeah. To try to see regarding at least the zombie that attack us and all that, how old it is, if you can point it out to less than what we know, which is around a week.
Okay, what do you want me to roll? Again.
We are trying to narrow down
They
how
want
much
the
time has
best of
passed since.
Arcana or investigate, basically.
Okay,
Yeah, we're trying to
investigate.
narrow down how much time has passed since this was created. Yeah, that will probably give us an answer.
So are you investigating the goblin bodies or the zombie body? Goblins or zombie?
Yeah,
Cloud.
that's on you. It's Cloud. You're to decide what you investigate. I just tell you what we are trying to search. The clues for how much time has passed since the necromancer was
Let,
last here.
let's let's check the zombie first.
All right, the
Let's
zombie seems to be about 3 days old, judging by the decomposition. Magic makes it a little bit more confident, more difficult to get a good idea of it, but you're pretty confident it's about 3 days old.
Hmm.
And he never says that to the party.
I never say that to the party. No, of course I'm saying that to the party. Just
Oh, okay.
continue.
This is more Medrashma's mind, so I'm asking DGM this. How far are we from the city?
From the city,
Hmm.
you are probably like 8 hours of walking, marching there.
Hmm.
So you can get there in a day, but it's a day's worth of travel, pretty much.
So that will put him at 4 days. Then getting back to around this area will be getting another day.
If he went to the city.
Mm. No, no. Medrash wants to go to the city to inform the whole situation regarding all of this, and they going after him. That's why I'm not guessing he's on the city. That's why I'm trying to make the count of how much days he will have it in mind that it's just inform and then go out. It's what he has in mind. The thing ain't not having in mind about politics, go get involved and all that. So it will be around a 5 day start. Is what I'm trying to guess from based on the more recent clues we have that he will have the necromancer.
All right, are you ready to head back to the city then?
The
Mm,
women, the situation has to be informed. We can't have the city not
yes, I
know
think.
this. So yeah.
Like, it's. Do you want to do more investigation here at the temple? Do you want me to put you back on like the Northern Reaches map,
Uh,
or
on the map, investigation, I don't think that we can do unless they detected anything regarding why so many monsters choose this area besides they like it. But I don't think there's anything else besides that at this point. I think that this is the more important and mystical
it's
thing.
it
Perhaps.
is just that it's
Yeah,
pre-existing shelter. It's easier to
yeah,
move in.
yeah.
Mm,
That's why I said I don't think at this point
Like it's
it's
like a
anything
cave, but
magical.
it's in nicer condition.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
exactly.
want it.
It's what I was thinking after
It's
we
a
found
cave with
the
beds.
ritual body and all that. Mhm,
It's a
Like
cave.
I said, a cave,
mhm,
but nicer condition.
Yeah,
mhm.
a cave with beds.
So I do think that Metro at least will get to what will be considered the map views before we decide where we go.
All right. So do you want me to put you on the Northern Reaches map?
the last thing I have to add
Mhm.
is maybe we could, maybe I don't know if that's actually um find more information on who went in and killed the goblins. Uh, out
Yeah.
Pet
perhaps
swordsman,
some
yeah.
footprints to make it a little to narrow down a little bit the search, but
Mm.
that's all.
So you want to investigate the footprints
Mm.
then?
Yeah.
All right. Uh,
See if there is anything unusual about them.
make an investigation check.
Investigation check. I don't think I have anything on investigation.
Mm.
Nope.
I
No.
think survival might also work for checking footprints.
If survival works, then I would like to throw.
Survival.
I
No,
think
it's
that
the same for me. So
yeah, I think the
let's.
bad thing is that
Okay.
the rogue who'd be doing all this doesn't pay enough attention to do this.
Worst
Well, what
rogue
were
ever.
we expecting? Just to see if I can find anything else. No, I don't find anything else.
Survival. I'll
I
roll
roll.
survival as well.
I rolled a 12 just to
Don't need
uh,
to roll
make.
saving
I roll a
throws.
6. I have survival 0. So
Give me a second to
I don't
roll.
think any of you actually. I know Maris. Well, judging from Marissa's role, he doesn't have survival either.
I
No,
do.
no.
So
From your 12, you do note that there are two pairs of human footprints.
I do have survival. I still got a fucking 5.
You do find two pairs of human footprints, but you don't know how old they are or anything else about them.
Okay.
Let me guess. One
You
of
don't
them is
even know if they're the same pair of footprints. You just
Mhm.
notice that there are like kind of two sets of tracks.
A
Okay.
rogue.
What? You, I don't have survival either.
Okay.
I do have
Investigation
survival.
also would work.
Do
I
you
mean,
have a
They're
the
looking for
question?
footprints, so investigation would be a fair use for that, I
okay.
think.
In that case, I can do that.
It's got to
Like
be better than
in
my.
general, if you are
Yeah.
looking for a physical thing, I think investigation would work.
It's got to be
We,
better
we,
than my
we,
survival,
Also,
and it is.
also, you guys know you can give advantage to each other, right?
we can? How?
Okay.
N- n-
Anyway,
not
Nadia's investigation turns up, yes, they are in fact two distinct
basically.
sets of footprints.
be- be-
One
mm,
is a little deeper, so, probably someone a little bit bigger built, wearing more weight, and then the other is softer.
Mhm.
The softer one is more around the, you know, ritual circle, and then the heavier one is in the, kind of goes into the off room more. But that's about it.
Okay, so
So
to explain something, to explain how the skill check work. Um, so you do a skill check, but you can help somebody else uh, to like how you help on Star Wars that you roll, and if your roll is good enough, he gains a +2. Well, in this case, you don't roll. Just say that you do, and the other guy gains an extra roll to do that.
Okay.
That works if he doesn't have an advantage already, obviously. So you cannot do that to me on the investigations because all my investigation and insight are with an advantage. But basically, since Tutski has a +2 on survival, you can help here instead of rolling yourself because you don't have anything on your any plus on it.
Yeah.
Also, it depends on what exactly the role is. For example,
It's hard to help someone with stealth.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah. Of
obviously,
course.
but I'm talking without
You can't have the bard sing songs to improve your stealth.
You can't have the
Well,
barbarian shout at you going, "Sneak
You
faster!"
you
or for
you
example,
are sure about that? You're
yeah,
sure that we can do that?
I could intimidate
also
you
for
to make.
example,
I could try intimidating you to make you hide better.
wait,
Exactly. That's what
wait,
I mean. Are you sure that the bard
Oh no,
can
you
do
could
that?
have
Are
the
you sure
barbarian
he can?
cut him so he's smaller and therefore more difficult to find.
Yes.
Just
Yep,
wait,
remove
wait,
that
lengths
works.
of limb.
And you've seen how amazing I am with a great sword.
wait,
Yep.
wait till the Song of Stealth is released. How it works? You just shout, and thus you cover the other's footstep.
The yeah.
Anyway, anything else you want to do in the temple?
It's heavy
mm,
metal, guys.
no, not at this point. I don't think.
All right.
Okay. Uh, at this point, you see the Metro is still conflicted about what to do. He knows that the right thing is to go to the city and inform of all of this, and then go out after the necromancer. But he already has a lead of 3 days. That could, if you will
It
make it
could go anywhere.
5,
Can we,
it will be almost a week, and that will give him an even greater range to
can
disappear.
we, can we track the human footsteps?
Outside of the temple, no, not really.
Mm,
It's rained in the past week. The footprints have been washed away. Within the area of the ruins, they were protected enough from the elements that they could remain, especially inside the building. But outside, no trace remains.
okay.
Trail's gone cold. There's nothing we can do.
Let's
Uh,
return
Trail's
to the
gone wet.
city.
Frustrated, Medrash agrees with the group and go to the city.
Besides,
All right.
we've
Do
got
you want to take any pit stops on the way there, or are you gonna
On
just go straight to this?
on the way, Medrash that stopped by the village that they received the information, and after after informing them that they took that those goblins wouldn't bother them anymore, he asked out of curiosity if he had seen any kind of traveler of a pair of two, one being possibly some kind
I'm
of
sorry,
scholar,
I gotta go
and the other one on
do something real
on
quick. I'll
guide.
be right back.
Okay.
we're asking too many questions. The DM has bailed.
Oh no.
Sorry, I just needed to close my door so it was a little quieter, just so I can hear you better.
No problem. Basically, Medrash is asking him if he has seen someone who could possibly look like an scholar with a swordsman or some kind of protector in the last few days. He's not giving any kind of range, but just a pair like that.
Oh,
No, I don't think I've seen any pairs of travelers along this road. We're at the fringes of what most people do. There's
Okay.
more traffic around the southern east-west road along the Orthrus River.
Did anyone uh did anyone write down how many coins we found?
I found
We
I
10 in
found
the
a
didn't.
total
warehouse.
of 25.
Yeah, I found 10 in the warehouse, and you guys found 15 in the temple.
There's also a reward for doing this because the militia is paying
Yeah.
you to
Okay.
do this.
Yeah.
So no,
By the
your
way,
the
by the
entire quest reward is not just 25 silver. I'm not that mean.
no, oh,
Uh,
no, I believe you. We are slowly building to a gold here. So
yeah. Mhm.
about the 25 silver, whoever wants to keep it, keep it. I'm not counting
I,
anything
It's
less
two
in
and a
gold.
half gold. It's not much, basically.
No.
Yeah.
I have a 134 pieces of gold. I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
Look at
Alright.
Madras. He should have all the silver coins.
Anyway, so after that, you're just going to the city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
after
way
that,
out.
Madrash, thanks for the bit of help that he gave there with information, and goes back to the city to inform of
On the
the
way.
necromancer, and he will insist on having a small amount of guards protecting the village.
Well,
Yeah.
we
Saying
can
that.
Yeah.
Mhm,
cover activity in the city,
mhm.
more slowly and in scenes because there's a
Oh,
number of
okay,
things to do here.
okay.
So
Tutski on the way
one,
past as well. As she leaves the area as well, tosses the man a couple of silver in appreciation for thanks for the information.
all right, yeah,
So we're
city
down
of
to
Flussburg.
23. I'm sorry. Tutski's generous. She's kind.
Yeah, no problem.
I see that I'm
So
going, what are you doing?
yeah, we
Medash didn't on reality the need for such information. Let's see as how it was mainly his duty to do this, so
I know it was
he didn't saw it like that
all
Tutski.
right.
necessary.
Yeah, Tutski's slightly different in that regard. She thinks it's a soldier's duty to protect the innocent. If an innocent helps out in any way, they are due they
Mhm.
are due reward for in appreciation. Because they shouldn't need to stick their necks out.
Anyway, so the city of Flussburg pretty much straddles like the entirety of the river drainage from the Orthrus River.
Mhm.
Like it's pretty much built on the delta of the river.
Yeah. Mhm.
There are a number of large bridges that cross the larger, uh, uh, you know, parts of the river, but like there's essentially under the entire city like a second level sewer for the smaller tributary bits of the delta.
Mhm.
No, no.
Yeah. So we've got an island that has most of the religious temples gathered on it. Docks and merchant quarter. This entire northern area is mostly farmland. Like this farmland is pretty tightly protected by the city, especially because it's within the range of the rivers that give it some make
Of
it
course.
easier to protect. Which is part of why the farmlands outside of past the river don't get protected as much as they're farther away and harder to defend. So
Mhm.
people move there because free land, you might be able to make a living there, but
Yeah.
it ends up being temporary because it's not as protected.
Mm.
Mhm.
So so Medrash,
Mhm.
you've got the temple to visit to report in. You've all got
Yeah.
to report in to get your reward. Well, you don't all have to report in to get the reward from the
Mhm.
militia, but you can. Um,
I could probably handle that.
Medrashi,
yeah.
Medrash will immediately go to, well, first of all, report to the militia regarding the successful shop and what they found there, and then go to the Temple Island for to the order to the bishop of the order to try to see if he can move some kind of movement to get a post of guards on that village
Okay.
and ask
There
for
is
permission
a
to
guard
go
outpost
after
at the
the.
northern gate, though it's not like their main
Mhm.
building. They've got another office more into the city. So are you wanting to just collect the gold at the Northern Gate Bridge, or are you wanting to go see like someone who can make decisions?
Medrash wants to go to someone who can make decisions, so he will move to
All
someone
right.
who can.
Are you going to all go as a group? Delith Delith knows the captain of the militia,
That would be
so the
helpful.
character's already in his uh
Mhm,
journal.
Yeah, I was thinking
Mhm.
that. I think that because
mhm,
that would be helpful to have someone who knows the captain to help negotiations.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at the very least, it should. I think at the very least it'll be me, Max, and Rest going in there.
Mhm, Yeah.
So it sounds like pretty much everyone except.
Unless Nadia wants to come as
Everyone.
well.
Yeah.
No, it's everyone.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Everyone.
I'm following if I find no reason not to.
Okay.
Okay.
Hiding behind the massive meat shields.
So
Mm,
inside the barracks, you meet. You get taken to a small halfling. She is Captain Anne. She's leader of the town militia.
mhm.
After dismissing a couple of guards, she recognizes Delth and says, "Oh, I see you're back. Is this the group of adventurers you did your mission with?"
Actually, yes. They seem like a capable lot. I'm still alive. Well,
After
Yep.
Delia finished speaking, Medrash takes his helmet, nods, and presents himself.
Tutski also gives a respectful salute, going,
Yep.
um, Quartermaster Tutski of the Freedom Army.
Mm. Yeah, I heard the force of theirs had an expeditionary force of theirs had a poor battle recently up north.
I nod and go, sadly, I'm the only one left of that team.
Mm. Grave news.
I'm sitting in the corner. Um,
Well, there was a reward for this. She motions for someone to get the coins from a box in the back. All right,
Before
that'll
that,
be.
Medrash immediately stopped her. Before that, there are a few things we would like to report that we think should be taken into consideration.
Oh,
yeah. At that point, I'm saying, actually, Anne, I think we should speak a little bit more in private, maybe.
all right. Well, let me pay before I forget.
Okay.
Each of you get 20 gold.
Thank you.
Like, oh, in character, it's let me pay you before I forget. And then
Yeah.
there's a room we can go in into the back. This sounds serious.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is somewhat.
Thank you for your time, says Medrash.
All right. Uh, she moves you into said room in the back. Kind of quietly closes the door. There's a table with chairs around it. She sits at the head of the table. All right. What's the issue?
So, the ruins the goblins were supposed to hide. Um, okay, we did find the goblins, but they were already dead.
Okay,
Um,
that does not sound like a bad thing.
uh, just wait.
Oh, oh, it's
Medrash
one of
immediately
those.
says,
Okay, that makes me actually more worried then.
"We
Um,
found signs of a necromancer and one clearly of his creatures
That's
that attacked us."
serious.
yep. They used the goblins for some kind of necromantic ritual, and they made a big zombie friend, which attacked us. We took care of it, but yeah.
All right.
It should be two people. One of them was the necromancer, the other one the henchman, or something like that.
So there. This is a group with it. Oh, uh, that
From
is concerning.
from
I'm
the
gonna
zombie,
have to reach out to some people I know to keep informed because this is not a good thing. This is quite serious. I'm gonna have to
uh,
reach out, see if anyone has hears of people disappearing. That's, I think, a typical sign of a necromancer at work.
Medrash does add from how from some information we found on the place. It sounds more like his companion could. It's possible that couldn't be willing to be there with him, since how we from what we found referred to it as pet. The pet
Yeah.
he can clearly you can clearly hear when he says pet that it's on disgust to referring to the living being as such.
At that point, I chime in and say, either mind controlled Zombie himself or some other kind of weird stuff that I'm not even going to get into.
Either way, I doubt this swordsman has a free will, any free will at all. I add.
All right, well, this is something I probably should not be admitting, but
I am the villain.
so I do have some contacts with the Thieves Guild, and while normally I, don't want illegal activity in this city, they generally do keep things from getting too out of control, but this is a threat to everyone. So I'll probably reach out, see if they can find out anything, because, yeah, no one wants a necromancer in their city, especially one that's doing stuff like this.
You knew
I'll
people from the Thieves Guild and you never said?
I'm
Medrash,
trying to keep you out of trouble. Why would I introduce you to them?
Oh, come on, you know me, I wouldn't go that far.
Medrash,
I'm not.
seeing that
I'm not confident in that.
after hearing that exchange, which Medrash considers interesting to have in mind regarding Delith, he also adds, from what we were able to gather on that place, it happened around 3 days from when we arrived to the place, from when we arrived
Okay.
to the ruins.
Oh, that gives quite a bit of range. They might be in the city. They might have moved somewhere else. There are rivers. Well, there are small villages along the river
The
path.
the one village on the way that we found to the path here, which I'm going to play to the order to try to see if we can get some guards post there. Inform us that didn't saw a duo that could fit the kind of the description of a probably some kind of necromancer going on the disguise of a duo. He says in general.
Uh, well, manpower's tight as it is, but if we're looking for a necromancer, we definitely want early warning signs. So I guess at least on the short term, we can put someone in the village to see if they can find anything. Though
I
don't expect them to be there, long term. We just don't have the people for that.
I nodded
And
understanding.
there's Midrash thanks him for that, but still deep inside he's frustrated at how complicated the situation is.
Yep.
I also reassure the captain by going, when I get the chance, I'll also put in a word with Freeland High Command, see if we can get a coordinated effort in case this goes widespread.
Okay. As an out of character note, this is like more medieval armies. There's not like a, high
Oh no,
command
I get it. I get
as
I
it.
get it.
such. Like this is just a note for Cord. It's more like you've got. Well,
I know.
it's kind of difficult to describe, but there's much less formal of a command structure generally.
Yeah, I was just for reference. When I say high command, I'll just say just say that I'm saying I'm gonna talk to my superiors, something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
but back end character. I don't expect them to do much. They're pretty far from here.
if you heard anything, Medrash immediately jumps and says, anything at all that could be lead to this, please, I wish to be informed. I would like to, if possible, to handle this matter. I can't
Well,
stand the thought of this kind of thing happening around.
it's
This
good
kind
to
of
know
injustice.
that the order for all the city's differences with them are taking a proactive look into, making sure things are going good. Because she does recognize that you are wearing the
Mhm.
symbols
From
of
the
the
shield.
order, so she
Mhm.
recognizes you as one of their members. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
there are villages, like there are more villages along the river than there are like up along the northern path, just because there's a little bit more travel that way. Goods coming down, downriver from the cities up there.
Mm-hmm.
Goods coming from like the dwarven kingdoms. If they're not coming by boat along the coast, they're usually coming by river.
Medrash is not in all the information.
Yep.
It's given the
Uh,
card.
so there's just too many small villages along that route for us to do much about it unless we hear something. I don't want to stretch us too thin.
Understandable. He says.
I have a quick off-topic question before we finish the conversation with the captain. In character go. Before we settle affairs, is there a inn nearby that we can actually take stock? One of our members have got wounded in our fight with this creature,
Very nice.
and
Yeah,
I haven't taken any time to rest since the disaster up further north.
Εντάξει, δεν έχω και πολύ χρόνο να ασχοληθώ.
yeah, there
με το
are a
θέμα.
number of inns in the city. You can find one to fit the amount that you're willing to spend.
I nod in appreciation.
Like she can give you like recommendations if you want, but
I reckon the recommendation could be good because I'm too tired to be. I could. Tutski is far too tired to be roaming around the city trying to find one that she likes.
all right.
As I said, she
Let
hasn't rested
me-
since the battle that happened before we grouped up.
All right. Well, um, there is the Platy Inn, the decent place to stay. I hear they have good pastries there.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could use a good vodka with pineapple Fanta mixer.
Medrash after. But I will wait when you say that everything's done here.
So, yeah. So I guess I recommend the Platy Inn. I haven't put any of this like out of character. I haven't put any of this on the map, but if you want, we
Yeah.
can start.
You can add
Like,
it later to the map as
yeah.
we keep adding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we're doing it right now.
I crouched down a little bit and offer my hand for a handshake with the captain, going, "Thanks for your time, and I hope things go swimmingly from
Yep.
here."
Good
Medrash
meeting with you. I
also.
just hope we can stop anything before really bad stuff happens.
Medrash, when he gets close to say goodbye to the captain, he says, "If he, at any point you find any kind of, you find yourself short of manpower, I don't know. I even if you heard from the order that it's free, if you see me around, please come at me. I will do what I can to support you. The work that you do, it's too important."
All right. It's appreciated. All right, now I've got a city to protect.
Of course.
I've
Yep.
got to
He
reach out, I got to get stuff moving so we can try to find this necromancer if he steps foot in my city.
have a
Okay.
good day, says Medrash
Good
and
luck
goes
with
up.
that.
I
Thank
And
you.
I give you a small smile to the captain, going, "You and me both. Good luck."
Yep.
and as
When
I'm
you hold,
exiting, and as I'm exiting, I'm saying, "Oh, and it was nice that for once we haven't been, you know,
Yes, it's nice
running
to for
running
once not
around
be
the
needing to
city."
charge you with a crime.
Yeah.
In Madras,
Keep it up.
look even more suspicious
You'll
at
like I think I think
but besides
you
not
know
to
you'd
judge.
make a good hero. It's better doing this, better me paying you for doing good stuff than you paying me for whatever, law you broke.
Yeah, yeah.
When Medrat is outside, he looks at the party and says, It was a pleasure to work with you guys. I have run out to go to the order to eh, talk about these matters too. But if you at any point require my help or require or need for advice or whatever, you can find me there.
I
He nods
also
to the whole group and and waits to see if anyone says anything else before going to the temple.
I'll also chime in before you leave going. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm gonna go check out this bloody inn that the captain described. I haven't rested
Alright.
since the battle, and
Mhm.
if you need anything from me, you'll find me there.
Yep, I'll be going there as well. To the inn, I mean.
Alright.
Yeah, we go.
Uh,
Well, if Nadia doesn't have anything else to say, Medras is going to the temple.
alright.
Nadia is
Doodling
helping.
on.
No problem.
Alright, so I've doodled on a little red hut. That can be where the inn is about. On the temple island is where you will find the temple. Shocker, I know.
Yeah. It
Uh,
was a shocker, I know. It wasn't like I
Alright,
saw that
so
and I said,
is
What a
yeah, that's where.
twist!
Medrash the only person going to the temple, or are people gonna go just to look at the nice, pretty buildings?
Like I said, Tutski's extremely exhausted. She's going straight to the inn.
Alright.
So it's
So I go along to the
Yep,
temple.
I'll be going to the inn as well.
okay.
Alright, so just Medrash then?
Hmm.
I
Unless Nadia
think
wants to go with it with him.
Nadia
Nadia.
decided to go on the Cloud District. It's a magical place where only
And
a
just so you
special
guys
people
know,
can go.
for the inn, it's gonna cost 1 gold a day.
So how much is how much is it for a room for? I think it's probably I'm gonna need a day
It's
anyway.
1 gold per day per person. That covers room and board and food.
Does it also cover a bath, or do I have to a bathe, or do I have to pay for that as well?
This is the Middle Ages, right?
I know it's the Middle Ages. You can get a big
It's an
barrel.
extra gold if you want to bathe.
I'm paying
Mhm.
2 gold then. Tutski needs a bath, some sleep, and some
Okay.
food
Like,
and alcohol.
This is gonna be a mix of like Renaissance and Middle Ages and fantasy.
I know.
So,
I'm
I
happy
know.
with that.
I was expecting to pay for a bath, some alcohol, some food, and and a bed. That's what I need.
yeah, well, the food and alcohol,
It's
at
provided.
least a limited extent of alcohol gets covered with the 1 gold. If you want a lot of alcohol, you can buy
We'll,
that separate.
we'll see how I feel when when I get chucking into the food.
Oh no.
Considering the fact that I've probably got PTSD, I might consider having to buy more alcohol.
Pika,
Any,
this is just to know. Does the order have some headquarters that Medrash
yeah,
has to
they are kind
use
of well,
or
they have an outpost in the temple. Uh,
okay?
Actually, I might have some notes that can help explain this. Let me
Okay.
see if I've got it written down in a nice, concise way. Um,
If you don't have it easy, just there is
well,
an
I mean, I
outpost
can
that
give the
is kind
explanation.
of
I just want
there.
to.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, like the also like theoretically, the order is and the Bahamut Church are theoretically like just one unified church that the one of the two leaders of the order leads. In practice, however, they really only have control of the church, on their island, and
Mhm.
then in the two free cities on the coast. Most of the other temples are largely independent and follow their own hierarchy. But yes, the temple here, is
Mhm.
effectively part of the order.
Good to know.
Oh,
So yeah, there's basically like two hierarchies for the order. There's the military side that you're part of, and then the more, church side that
Yeah.
the priest you've met before, Father John, is part of.
Jonathan.
Uh,
So,
uh, mhm. Yeah, pick up.
yep. So, like, yeah. Going to the temple, you find
Yeah,
Father John there praying.
yeah.
He's,
The first thing I was going to ask you is if you the first thing can do is go on and look for Father John to fake him for the job and all that.
yep. You find him kind of, directing the, uh, you know, uh, lower members of the church for, keeping things clean, making sure that the worshipers coming in
Mhm,
are, taken care of,
mhm.
doing general administrative stuff. Well, he sees you comes in and welcomes you with a warm greeting. Ah, Brother Medresh, it's good to see you again. Did your
It's good.
mission go well?
It's good to see you, Father John. Yeah, the mission went interesting. It could be said.
Oh,
It
uh,
appears that mhm. It appears that a necromancer is a foot was a foot on that outpost.
you can like when you mention the necromancer, you can see the genuine concern on
Mm.
uh John's face. That is most that is that's most unhappy news.
Yes.
Did
Uh,
Are the villagers at least safe? You
the
know,
village, at least the villagers of the close village that was to the ruins, at least only reported to be attacked by the goblins and only losing 4 people sadly. Still, it's a great
well,
loss, in my opinion.
it is
But at
always
least it's not.
sad when, you know, good people are lost, but at least you're doing Bahamut's good work in making sure that no further tragedy comes upon them.
Yes, but still, with the necromancer at large, there could still be a danger. I plan
Yes,
to
that
attack to the
I
old
agree.
remedies.
I've received word that Drakenberg is sending over someone to be for you to report to and to handle missions for you. I'm not sure who it is at this point, but they will be wanting you to report to him for like whatever he wants you to do. For now, though, if I hear anything to help you with further protecting the people in and around Flesburg, I will do what I can, as Bahamut wants us to protect the people.
Thank you very much for everything, Father. Uh,
Yep.
out of
If you need
curiosity,
anything, feel free to ask.
out of curiosity, how much will be until the next meeting? I would like to be there to pray.
Uh, we'll have services in the morning. Um, if you're asking about when the person will be in from Drakenberg, I expect in about a week.
Good to know both. I was asking with the services happen, but good to know also
Yep,
about
services
this.
are in the morning. As you are part of the order, we of course can provide if you so desire,
Not
or if you
necessary.
want, you can pay for your own accommodations elsewhere in the city.
I will, if it is much trouble, I will take the accommodations here in the order. I would prefer it if I can use the money in something more important than this.
Yep. No trouble at all. We're used to hosting our members from the island.
Thank you very much.
Yep. He gives you a key for your own room, lets you know where it is in the building. It's a fairly modest room. Like, I will admit
Medra,
that your party members have slightly better conditions, but
no,
it's decently kept, but it's small
Medrash has
and
no problem
basic.
with that really.
Yep.
Since he also doesn't want to trouble more a lot the village.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to cover for today? Like in game today?
Not really. Medrash
No.
will be more preparing for a bit of rest before going out per
All
se,
right.
see after
Yeah,
this
we
service
we could
if we can do anything.
Yeah, we
And
could close it once we are all back in Athene, perhaps.
Well, it sounds like Medrash is staying at the temple. I
Okay.
understood that correct?
Mm,
And then you three are
Yes,
all at
yes.
the inn.
yeah.
All right. Good. All right, so that's the end of the day. That's pretty much what I had planned for this week.
No problem.
Like I
Sometimes
said,
it's
I didn't
good
want this to
being
last
Easter.
too long. We lasted about 3 hours. I think that's a good
It's a good length,
chunk.
yeah.
No one's too worn out, too spacing out just due to not being able to focus. So I think that was a good length.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, that was my session.
It was enjoyable. It was nice.
Nice.
Any notes, concerns, comments, feedback you want to provide?
Um,
I would say more
not
like a
really.
good beginning,
Yeah, good
in my
beginning.
opinion.
Yeah.
All right, I got a number of things I think simmering in the pot.
Tune in
But-
next time to
Yeah.
discover if Tutski will be starting the next session drunk or not.
You do have to pay for the alcohol though.
That's what I'm considering. Is Tutski controlled enough to not have to pay for extra alcohol, despite the PTSD?
That's for you to decide.
Exactly. So tune in next time.
Roll a 1d6 to not get drunk.
All right, go for it.
Oh God.
Do it. I'm not drunk.
High five.
Neglect.
No,
Alright.
because you could have drawn the roll a 6, but you use a 5. You just feel a slight passing that tells you, okay, I have to stop.
So, Maris, did you have anything you wanted to add?
To add?
Yeah, it sounded like you had something you'd wanted to maybe say, but I'm not sure.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
All right. Well, it's good to know that this is a good, first step. I'll try to keep things mostly, somewhat similar to this.
Yeah, the 5-hour sessions can kind of drag us, even though we're having fun.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you want me to try to make them longer. I just thought this, 3 hours was a good length.
no, it's fine.
It's fine. I
Yeah.
mean,
I-
only go
You can
more.
still spend the rest of the day screwing around doing
I-
whatever.
I have to go in like 1 hour anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, the only thing I would have suggested is RP, but what's there to RP?
I mean, you did plenty of RP along the way.
Yeah. The only thing to RP is, do you want to ask Tutski about why she's so sad, why she's so PTSD? Yeah. Yeah. Basically, the only thing the party can ask is what happened in Tutski's last mission. That's basically the only outside law there is.
Yeah, seriously, Medvedev was just, someone from the order who wasn't just get very enthusiastic about the beliefs of Bahamut and all that. He joined the order, so there's that.
Yeah, I think right now what I'm just gonna do is have ways to throw plot lines at you and
Yeah.
see where best to move things. At this point, I do not have a concrete long-term plan. I've more got
Uh,
5
at
different
le-
lines all going at the same time, and I'll just see which one works best and go with that.
Mm.
at least you do have one thing that you can use already. Medrash does want to have the necromancer to speak with his sword, so
Yep. Like
Actually,
I
There's
said, I've
something.
got 5 different lines all coming, and I think you've only seen 2 of them, and you've got one slightly introduced, but not really.
Yeah.
So
actually, I don't think you'll be having any problems with us following.
oh, I
plotline.
don't.
Mm.
This is more of a, when I'm telling the story, I want everyone to be enjoying it, and there's different ways the story might develop. So I'm leaving
Yeah.
myself room to figure out
Mm.
what works best.
And the joke from this session is, if we've got a massive monster, if in doubt, Tutski Smash.
Well, remember, this one was designed to handle both level 1 and level 3 characters.
I know.
Also, you do get a level up for this, Max.
I do get a level. Oh wow.
You're level
Okay,
2 now.
so
Yeah, you're level 2, and I think you're the only person level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
I
Yeah.
the
was
only
the only
one.
one.
Yeah.
I
Uh, give
um,
me. I will have to look after the stream is over to what else do I have to do on level 1 because I don't remember it on top of my head,
It will take me
and I
4
did
weeks to
not
level
save
up,
that.
so I don't mind. At minimum.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, because now I am on par with the people that are on level 2 and the people that are on level 3. Well, they will be far away.
Chord's level 3, Cloud and Marissa are both level 2, and then you
Mm.
were level 1. So now we've got
so
Yeah,
3
3.
level 2s and a
so
level 3.
Yeah.
basically, he's a paladin.
yeah.
So
Don't worry, Cloud. I will look at it after outside of screen.
yeah, what I want to say, you're getting a fighting style which you will choose. You can have not you can have choices. Um,
Yeah.
um, you choose how to say.
Cloud,
Um,
we can talk all of this outside of the
yeah,
stream and all that.
think about and
I,
think
I,
about.
I, I will look at everything when we are outside of the stream, and I will
Okay,
obviously touch base with all of you to know.
what I wanted to reach is like you're also getting spell casting, which I
Yeah,
don't
I
know that
also.
I do not know that well, so you should ask Mirce and pick about that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I expect that we have to do that. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
are we done for the stream then, or
Um.
do we want to
Maybe.
just end this and then maybe just start a
Uh,
separate stream with games if we want to do that, or
I mean, I'm up to
Uh,
anything. If you want to
why just
continue,
yeah.
if you want to
because you
I,
continue,
might
I
just stop the stream and then restart it just so you've got 2 separate videos.
I could do that.
yeah, and that could also give me time to do the
Level up.
level up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alrighty then. If you want me to stop the stream and then when I turn back on, we can either do some RP with this or we can play some board games. It's up to you.
I mean, I think we're ready to move on to board games, and then next week we'll probably have, you know, or no, not necessarily next week. Next time we do this, we'll there will of course be opportunities to RP.
I better prepare.
Yeah.
I'll just off screen prepare in case we want people. The rest of the
Because
party wants
I'll
to ask me
point out you
20 questions.
Mhm.
technically went on an 8-hour, hike coming back from where you were, so there
Yeah.
was time to RP during that.
Well, in the case of Medrash, he was boring constantly about different stuff, so he wasn't really
Yeah.
Yeah,
thinking
I'd probably
to
say
people.
I'd probably say we went RP because the other two didn't want to do anything. Madresh was too focused on what he wanted to do, and Tutski was fucking exhausted.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as for me, yeah, I Deli doesn't like to talk much when she's not in some place that feels safe.
Mm,
Uh, she wants to have her attention as much as possible to the surroundings,
Yep.
mm.
and yeah. Plus, she just met the rest of the party,
Yep.
so
Yep. Yep.
And
Anyway,
obviously, I'm not really in the mood
Just
to
trust
talk
him.
about any. If they try to talk to me about my past, I'm not really in the mood to talk about it unless I'm fairly
so yeah,
lubricated.
there's reason to RP this week.
Hmm.
That's for the future.
yeah.
I could see the future.
Well, I, I think we've all done something to, have a reason to RP with the rest of the party.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Anyway, so that was this week in D&D. Uh, thank you for watching. I guess we might do games later. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll see.
Yeah.
If you see me press play again, we're probably gonna play a game of Love Letter, maybe.
Did you say love letter?
I said Love Letter.
Again?
If you want me to stream Love Letter, eyes, would it be worth me streaming Love Letter? Really?
Mm, I think I might be your only viewer, and I just entered your chat.
Yeah, people have been appearing and disappearing quite a bit. I can understand with Tyron because he's had work to do, but
Yeah, yeah. So maybe we just do games and then leave an open invite if people want to join us doing stuff.
that's what
Mhm.
my thinking is really. Anyway, I only really stream if we play Among Us or D&D. Board games are just there for for us to chill out and have fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us, and I would go do some drinking like my character, but I'm out of mixer, so I'm gonna leave it.
What?
I have the alcohol, but I don't have the mixer. I don't think rumming toffee milk is going to taste very nice.
I'm glad this went well.
I'm glad I can finally play a character that's not too jokey like Sniper John and not too serious like Elena. I've got a mix of both with this one. That'll be fun.
Yep.
I think also in terms of backstory, I think Tutski is probably the most developed from the get-go.
Yeah.
Everyone else I've made got developed right as the story went along.
Hmm.
Well, we have a basic. We have some basic stuff. The rest of us. I feel like.
Maris, did you like the how I was presenting your imaginary friend, or do I need to kind of alter how I'm doing that?
I'm curious about how it was presented.
Yeah, it's actually funny. I don't know how distracting it will be for you, though. Uh,
Not for us, not much, but it's interesting to see that suddenly, because I put the pictures back to see if the names appear or something changed, and suddenly I saw pick a change for the not to jump away picture, and then out of it, when you he's talking to mirrors.
the not Jawain
Yeah, I
picture.
was looking for a way to so that that wouldn't be a dead giveaway when I'm whispering to Maris for that, but the only way to do this is to disable the avatars for everyone.
It
So that was
fits, no
not what I
problem.
was wanting.
Oh, was I
So
supposed to
yeah,
stop streaming at this point? I'm still streaming now.
you can stop.
I'm,
Bye everyone.
Kind of stuff.
This boring
Hi
tail end. You
everyone.
should have left a while ago.
I'm just giving you the extra chance to leave so that I can actually stop streaming when everyone's actually left. So this is your last
Get on to
warning.
our next video.
Okay, I'm stopping streaming now. Bye.